In the YouTube algorithm, the people are represented by three separate yet equally important groups: the one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17, I am a member of an elite squad, also known as the Special Viewers Unit. These are the archives.
It's just like so much is being said, and I know legal terms love to be thrown around like slander, defamation. 9 times out of 10, people don't really know what they're talking about. But I feel like in the situations that have been happening recently, there is a lot of slander. There is a lot of defamation. Like there's a difference between like gossiping versus like downright, straight up defamation, lies, completely making up stories that aren't true at all. I told myself I would never talk about this to protect myself because it is scary, because there's a lot that goes in it. But like, if I can somehow prove that I'm not lying, then I'm going to do that. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to stand here and do this. Like, I honestly feel pathetic. I feel triggered. I feel just like YouTube is ruining my life, like truly ruining my life. And I have gone through a lot with YouTube. Something about everything that's been happening, it has hit different. It has affected me differently than anything else ever has. And seeing what a large chunk of whatever this community is doing, seeing what you guys are doing, has made me just not want to do YouTube anymore. I really don't want to stand here and cry and be whiny. I don't want to do any of that because I do take partial credit into all of this. Years ago, I became a fucking troll. A huge troll. I almost asked for the negativity, especially like 2019, 2018, 2017. I almost asked for it. Any attention was good attention for me, even if it was bad, even if it made me feel like shit. But as someone who's gonna be 34 years old, I regret that. I regret that side of me. But we do shit in our 20s that we regret. Unfortunately, it's like this is just staying with me. As much as I grow up, as much as I try to change, whether that just be in my personal life or on YouTube, you guys won't change with me. You guys aren't changing with me, and I'm just like stuck in this weird girl world, like Amberverse, negative, just like horrible space. And I want to break up with it. I don't want to be a part of it anymore, and I just don't know what to do. Stepping away from any sort of job is hard, and it takes time and thought, and you need to figure out like, okay, so if I step away, what are my next steps? But that's not what this is about. I'm scared. I'm scared to talk about this. I am. So many of you thought Valentine was fake. I was like, they don't want to believe me, that's fine. Valentine's name is Erica, and Erica had a wife. I'm about to reveal screenshots that I could find because this is the only way that I'm going to prove it. Here is me not making time for my friends because I am literally always giving every single part of me to Erica. You guys know I struggle with BPD. So one of those things is when I get into a relationship, my partner literally consumes me, whether they try to or not. Do you guys remember that night when my mom stayed the night with me and we colored like children and people were like, oh my God, they're such children. Yeah, that was when I was breaking up with Erica. Here's my friend Alexis just being Alexis. And to top it all off, here's a screenshot of me telling Alexis that Erica's wife called me while I was at a birthday party. Remember that birthday party I went to when I was outside? It was super hot. It was at a park. It was that day. You guys went from believing Valentine was fake to them believing Valentine was my most recent ex, all for entertainment while actively ruining people's lives. I have a lot of anxiety, so that is the situation. Sorry, it's gonna be fine. I just want to make it like very clear that like the only reason why I ever said Erica's name is because like a family was being like harassed because people thought like Valentine was someone that she wasn't. And it's like, I know that I promised Erica and Brittany that I would not say Erica's name. And I didn't say Erica's name ever for like a way to get back at her or whatever it is. I wasn't doing it in like a malicious way. No, I was doing it because I felt like it was the right thing to do. Whew, I just don't even like know where to start. This whole thing is like, like I'm literally shocked actually, because all I did was say Erica's name. That's all I did. I didn't share anything else besides the fact that she was married because that obviously affected me greatly. And I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not going to sit here and tell half truths. Like I'm just going to say what it is, even if it makes me look bad. I'm really anxious you guys know I have the mental illness. I have multiple. So like this has just been a lot for Erica and her wife to do whatever the hell they're doing. I don't know what this is about. I never doxed Erica. I never said any like personal information, nothing. And then just like all of a sudden it's like they just want to spill everything and say everything. And obviously I listened to all of it, and there are some truths and obviously there are some lies, things that I'm confused of, like why would you lie about certain things? Like you already look bad. So I just don't understand. Yes, I know a lot of people will be calling me a homewrecker. I get it. Like homewrecker Lynn, totally understand. It was back in September. I received a message from Erica. I guess she saw one of my TikToks on Zachary Michael's channel. And in one of them, I said how I didn't have a type, but I really liked mask and possessive women. And Erica saw that TikTok and she messaged me and said mask and possessive ? With like a little double emoji. And you know what? I was single. I was like, okay, like literally clicked her Instagram and I was like, definitely my type. Like cute. We started talking and conversation got serious pretty quickly, in the sense of like she told me a lot about like her past and things with her family, and she just opened up to me really quickly. Lengthy conversations, like paragraphs of just her just opening up to me, and it made me feel comfortable to do the same. We became friends, I would say. During that time, I did find out. So some of this is going to be like what I thought at the time was true when I later found out was it true. So the story might get super confusing. So I just want to say that because there's things that I thought were true that weren't true, etc. When me and her first started talking, she told me that she was married, but she was married for financial reasons, and that they were in an open marriage, and that her wife didn't even live with her. Her wife was living with her partner, like her other partner that she was in a relationship with. I thought that was like hectic. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that's pretty hectic. An open marriage. Okay, everyone does their own thing. Like her wife is in a whole ass other relationship. So Erica said that she can do what she wants. And I never really understood it. I tried to like understand it more and talk more about it, but Erica would always like just be like, me and my wife have an understanding. That was always her like go-to. Was she didn't want to explain that understanding to me. I didn't understand it, but I didn't think that Erica and I would get to the level that we got, because her and I did just stay friends for a while. You guys know me. I move really fucking fast. That's just how like my heart works. It was different with Erica because it was just like a constant, super flirty friendship. Something I did notice is that she was always there for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was single, so I talked to a few different people. That is true. She named some of them. It is what it is. Erica was always there for me. And our feelings did start to grow for one another. And I could tell like it started to upset her when I would talk about these other people. And she would always say how she was on the back burner and how I wasn't giving her a chance and how I always had her at arm's length. Like, I'm not one to show screenshots, but I'm telling you, I have not deleted a single text message that her and I have exchanged. She was just like, she would express like how her feelings for me are getting deeper and deeper. So there was one night in particular where I did get drunk, and I was actually on the phone with Alexis, and I was messaging Erica, and I told Erica that I loved her. This was like in December. And that was like the first time that I ever said it, which was freaking crazy. The whole time it really was just like a super flirty friendship, but I realized like, wow, Erica really likes me and she wants me to like give her a chance. Like, it felt nice knowing that like she was patient and she knew I was talking to like other girls and like she was still there for me, and like she always wanted to call me, and like I would never answer her calls. Like, it very much was like I was putting everyone else before her, but like she was always there. So everything I thought, like I genuinely thought that everything she was telling me was 100% truth. Yes, sometimes my intuition and my gut was screaming and it was on fire, and you know, I guess there was a part of me that was like, Amberlynn, like something's off. But like I was ignoring it. You guys, in one of my recent videos, I told you guys like I ignore red flags. I have a bad habit of it. Sometimes I turn those red flags into pink little hearts, little pink heart flags. That's just like what I do, and I don't know why I'm like that. So anyways, it was like in December when I told Erica for the first time that I loved her. I was drunk when I said it, like, but it opened up a whole other freaking thing for Erica and I because of that one moment. I do want to make it clear that in Erica's story, she said that we stopped talking for a little bit. Literally the only reason why we stopped talking is because she got mad at me because I actually started communicating more frequently with another girl, and she got upset about that. That's the only reason why we stopped talking, and it was literally only for a few days. And then she came back. Like, I don't understand. I wasn't the one who messaged her after those few days of her just being like, I'm done. Like, she came back to me a few times. I'm not trying to be cocky, but she literally couldn't get enough. And she completely downplayed the relationship that we created. Once I said I love you in December, things did change. We started to talk more. I actually started to answer her phone calls. I don't know, I just felt like more comfortable with her. Things became more sexual. Okay, so from December to February, like I said, we got a lot closer because of that I love you word. You know, she was saying it to me. So this whole time I still thought she was in a open marriage. So an open marriage means like y'all make your own fucking rules. Like you're seeing other people. So I assumed that Erica's wife was living with her partner. I also assumed that Erica was super unhappy with her wife, and Erica made me believe, like, she would say things like, I haven't felt this way in over a decade. Like, you opened something inside of me that, like, I didn't even know was there. Like, just typical standard, now that how I'm viewing it, straight up like manipulation, love bombing type deal. Speaking of the word manipulation, before I continue on with my story, it's like, Brittany and Erica said that they messaged me as a troll in the beginning. So Brittany is supposed to be a therapist. They watched me for over 5 years. They knew my mental health. They knew my mental state. They knew who I was. They knew that I had BPD. They knew these things, and a therapist still chose to troll me. That is like, I feel like being glossed over. It's just wrong. Like, what kind of a therapist would do that to someone? Like, regardless of how much you like them or dislike them or even hate them. Like, it's odd to me. I don't even know if I fully believe that it started as a troll. I don't know. Maybe it did, but the fact is, Erica fell in love with me. Erica was going to move in with me, and she is downplaying everything that happened, especially after February 14th when she asked me to be her girlfriend. Since I had assumed that Erica could be in a relationship since her wife was supposed to be in one, like literally living with somebody else, my whole thing was like, okay, Erica, we're both in love. Like, why aren't we committed to one another? Like, why aren't we together? Like, let's seal that deal. When I fall in love with someone, like, I want to be with them. And I thought I was in love with Erica, and I thought she was in love with me. So I was like, let's like do that thing. Let's like commit to one another. It's true. She did ask like, what would that entail? And so I told her, like, it's like loyalty, more like communication together and commitment with one another and things like that. And she agreed to it. She's like, yeah, like, do you want to be my girlfriend? You know, I felt like that was a mature conversation that I'm now seeing, like, she took it like in a different way. And she's saying like how I forced her to be in a relationship with me. That's crazy. That's not the way that I viewed it at all. But I'm beginning to see that, like, the way that I viewed most of the situation, I guess maybe she didn't, or she's purposely downplaying what she did to me because she's trying to save her marriage. Erica is a known liar and a known cheater. She has cheated on Brittany multiple times. And Erica told me everything about their marriage, about all of the time she's cheated. Brittany's a cheater. Their marriage is a mess. Their marriage is a fucking mess. In my brain, it made sense to me. These two cheaters want to be in an open marriage. It makes sense. They're not fully happy with one another. So I believed their sob story. I believed everything. I thoroughly did. Once me and Erica became committed, when that happened, immediately, all of my energy like went to her. We created a routine. This was a daily routine that we had. She would call me. Okay, so I have to make it known, by the way, that there was a time where Erica's wife moved back in with her. That did happen, and I was fully aware of that. But again, I still thought they were in this like open relationship, open marriage type thing. And did I like it? No. Did I understand it? No. Did I want that for my life? Like, did I want to be in a relationship with someone who was in an open marriage? Not really. But Erica was there for me for months. Like, she would see me cry and she was there for me and she would comfort me. And she showed me a love and a patience and an understanding that like surprised me. And even before Erica asked me to be her girlfriend, I knew that she was once a hater. She was very honest. Erica, I thought, was very honest about everything. She said that her and her wife would watch me all the time together. And Erica was like, you know, I believed everything the reaction channel said. And I'm like, I get that. I completely get that. When you watch my videos through a reaction channel, you're seeing my video in a biased way. I can never blame somebody for liking a reaction channel, watching my content through them, and forming an opinion based on the reaction channel. The fact that Erica then saw something different inside of me, which also brings me to the fact that like now Erica's saying, I don't know if the real Amberlynn is YouTube or the real Amberlynn is the one that I got to know. Erica, you know the truth. You know that the real me is the one you got to know. And you know that because you know my heart. And through all of the shit that you hurt me and lied, I still was there for you and loved you. You saw a side of me that like all of these people don't ever get to see. What did I do to you that now all of a sudden completely erases almost a full year of you getting to know the real me? What did I do to you? I said your name in a YouTube video? Okay. If that's going to take away everything that you knew about me and my heart, so be it. But you know who I am. You messaged me as a troll and you fell in love with me. So what does that say about you? And what does that say about me? But regardless, Erica was a hater and I knew it. But she said, like, when I was with Feline, she slowly started seeing a different side of me. And then especially after me and Feline broke up, she realized, wow, like, I kind of like Amberlynn. Like, she's kind of hot. And that goes into like how our relationship changed once we actually became girlfriends. We formed a routine where she would call me every single morning while her wife was at work. And she did that because I was always questioning, why can't you tell your wife about me if you're in an open relationship? Like, I don't understand. That was another thing in my brain and in my gut and in my intuition where I was like, something doesn't seem right. So I would always ask, like, why can't you tell her about me? And she's like, I just don't want to hear it. Like, I just don't want to hear what Brittany's going to say about me being with Amberlynn. And then I understood. It made sense because you guys used to hate watch me. You don't want Brittany to make fun of you. I totally get it. I did feel ashamed. I mean, I did feel ashamed. I felt like she felt ashamed of me, but I accepted it for what it is. Call me desperate. Call me lame. I don't even care. But she always had the right answers to every single thing that I asked her. And it made me believe her and it made me stay. So Erica and I formed a routine. Every single morning, she would call me and we would talk for hours. And during those phone calls, this is going to be TMI, but this is when our relationship got extremely sexual. We would have video, I don't know what you guys want to call it, but it was crazy. It was daily. On top of that, she was sending me videos and photos. I was sending her videos and photos. We were getting very close in that way. It was on top of like, I love you and I can see myself being with you forever. Like, you make me so happy. Like, you are my world. Like, you are my baby. I am obsessed with you. Like, it was very much that. She was giving me everything I wanted to hear. It was a lot of, did you put a spell on me? I haven't felt this way in over a decade. It was always like over a decade ago, because she would always compare to me to one of her past lovers who was also a Capricorn. So she would always compare me to this other girl. And she would always tell me, Capricorns break hearts. Capricorns are heartbreakers. When I realized, Erica, you have some explaining to do, so one of the videos that Erica sent me, that was sexual video. And I want to say, I will never do revenge, like threaten to show that stuff. I heard that Brittany, a therapist, is threatening to show those things of me. Go for it. Like, show my tit. I don't give a but I will never in my life do that to somebody. That's disgusting. Wholeheartedly. You won't see me doing that. Never. That's wild that you would even like bring that up. Like, are you trying to scare me? I will say every photo and video that I ever sent Erica, I'm confident in and I'm happy with. So do what you want with it, but know there are consequences. I will say that. Once I realized, like, Erica, like I know you're lying and I think it's time that you like tell me what it is. Erica would always give me this feel of they don't kiss, they don't hug, they don't cuddle, they don't have sex, they don't do anything. Yes, they're in this open marriage, but they're pretty much just like best friends. That's what she gives me. That's what she was giving me. That's what she was telling me. And that's what I was believing. But again, my gut was like, During one of the videos that she sent me of her touching herself, I saw her wife's slipper in her foot right next to Erica. I'm telling you, like touching her leg while Erica was touching herself. And I was like, let me rewatch this video. And I had to like zoom in. I had to like, I was shook. You guys don't even know. Like, my heart dropped. When Erica sent me that video and I saw like that she was doing that like right next to her wife, like that's when I was like, we need to like actually have a discussion. So we actually made a plan of Erica was going to allow me to ask her anything because she wanted to reveal the truth about everything. And she said, you know what? Fine, I'll do it. And I'm like, okay. Erica was so worried with whatever I was going to find out that I was going to leave her and all this stuff that literally one day at work, she was freaking out and she ended up leaving work. She was crying. Like, I have never seen Erica cry. Like, you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen her. Like, she's this like muscly, like situation type deal. So it shocked me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this must be like actually kind of serious what she was about to tell me. And it kind of freaked me out. The first question I asked her was, are you and your wife actually in an open marriage? Or if she finds out that you have a whole ass girlfriend, is she gonna feel betrayed? And she said, I'm actually not in an open relationship. I have an actual real marriage. So she told me the truth about everything. And this was, so me and Erica first started talking in September. Didn't even know she was actually married until I'll say like a month later, maybe 2, not really sure on the timeline there. But I didn't even find out that like it was a real true marriage until months after, like I would say like 2 months after we started dating. I would say maybe April, May, somewhere around there. I do see someone saying her wife is on her Instagram. I think I was blocked from that shit. Because I'm one of them ones, I'm going to go to your Instagram and I'm going to look. I'm going to be looking. I want to see, like, I'm interested in you. Like, you're my girlfriend. We're talking. I didn't see anything of them together. Not a single thing. And that's the part where it's just like, everything is like really like ticking the boxes and I'm seeing things very clearly. I'm like, okay, this is where I'm in the wrong. I stayed with Erica when she said that she was in a marriage and that her wife would feel betrayed if she found out. I stayed with her, and I stayed with her I'm not gonna make excuses. I know I'm a shitty person. I know I'm all those things, and I take full accountability, 1,000,000,000%. And every day I felt like shit because of it. But I was like so twisted in my brain. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, Erica firmly made me believe that she was in an unhappy marriage, that she wanted to be happy with me, that she wanted to come move in with me. So how the topic of her coming to move in with me happened though was obviously we wanted to meet in person. Like, I don't want to sit here and have a long distance relationship for the rest of my life. Like, no one wants that. Like, that's weird. I mean, for a couple years, sure, like that's understandable. Erica was like, if I come visit you, I'm not going to be able to go back. I'm not going to be able to go back to my life. And that's when I was just like, you know what? Why don't you just move in? That's what I said, because I really loved Erica and I saw that Erica was very unhappy, because it's like, how are you going to fall in love with me if you're like in a happy marriage? My brain was warped, I'm not gonna lie. And now that like I heard that it was all like a manipulation thing, it's just like, you manipulated me. I fell for it and you're mad that I fell for it? That's the part where I'm confused. You're exposing me for falling for your bullshit? Okay. That makes sense, I guess, question mark. She was in a whole ass relationship with me, like lying to me and telling me all these things. Like, me and my wife don't have, like, we're not like that at all together. But I found out that wasn't true because when we were on video call, I saw proof behind her that her and her wife were intimate. It was just like so many things, and I just kept like letting it happen. And I look back now and I'm like, I'm the fool. I'm straight up the fool. I'm embarrassed. I feel stupid. It's just it's literally a lot. And I don't know. So it was around everything. By the way, Erica's such a fucking liar about, I was slowly pulling back from her and she would just like, she just wouldn't leave me alone. It's like, block me. Block me. Stop calling me. Stop messaging me. What do you mean I wouldn't stop leaving you alone? She's trying so hard to save her marriage that it's like, it's insane to me. Trying very hard. I get it. You don't want to lose her because you have cheated so many freaking times. It's not even funny. And she still stays with you. Brittany, you deserve better. You deserve someone better. You're a therapist. What would you tell one of your patients that is in a freaking marriage and their partner continuously cheats on them? You deserve better. I'm Amberlynn Reid and Erica fell for me. Like, that has to suck. Like, y'all started it as a troll and it ended up being to the point where Erica was going to move in with me. And Erica's downplaying this whole like, oh, I was telling her I was going to move in, but I really wasn't. Like, we were actually planning things. So she could be telling the truth. She honestly could be telling the truth. She could have been lying to me the whole time. I don't know. Like, I'm not in her brain. She could be honestly telling me the truth regarding that, or telling you guys the truth regarding that. Like, I don't know. But she was telling me that she was going to write her wife a note, tell her, like, this sounds psycho. This sounds psycho. It really does. I guess we're both crazy, truly. And I'm here to just like be like, I fucked up, because I did. Like, I genuinely know that I did. But she was gonna like leave the house to her wife and all of this. Like, she had it all planned, but yet telling me that it's not true, or telling y'all that it's not true, which is crazy. She told me that she has Life 360, and I was like, what is that? Because I had never heard of it. And she was like, Brittany wants to track wherever I go because she thinks I'm cheating on her. And I was like, oh, that's quite funny. Awkward. And I was like, oh, well, can we do Life 360? Like, I thought it would be fun. I was like, we can have each other's location. And the fact that she also downplayed that is really comical to me, because anytime I would leave my house, she would get a notification that I left my house and she would say, where are you going? What are you doing? She would also Google addresses. Like, Erica has a side to her that is scary, genuinely scary. And you can ask Alexis, genuinely scary. Like,
I literally told you not to date her.
Oh wait, say how scary?
Like, she says the worst things you could possibly say to another human being, especially someone you're supposed to love.
Yes. Thank you. Like, some of the things that she would say to me, it made me fearful. I'm not gonna lie.
Tell them.
I'm not gonna tell them. I'm not gonna tell them what she said to me. No. Alexis has seen screenshots, and she knows my whole, like, I tell Alexis everything. We're literally best friends. But Erica was scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. And the fact that she's gonna downplay this whole Life 360 thing, no, she watched me like a hawk as well. Like, literally like a hawk. And she very much paid close attention to people I talked to, and she very much did tell me to stop talking to person A, person B, person C, and person D. Like, she did tell me to do those things. And I respect my partner. So if my partner tells me, like, don't talk to these people because of reason A, reason B, reason C, then I'm literally going to listen, and I'm going to do that, because that's just who I am. I don't know if that's like warped in the brain, or I don't know if that's just respect. I personally can't figure it out. Sometimes I don't even know what is right and what is wrong. June 9th, her uncle died. And Erica and I are in a fully like committed relationship. She's supposed to move in with me. We have everyday like same routines where we talk literally all day long. If it's not on the phone, which, by the way, she also said Amberlynn would force me to like call her. We had a routine that she actually started where she would call me whenever she was driving somewhere. That is just what she started doing and how it formed. So that is what we did. And the fact that she is like turning that into like something that it's not is, of course, I guess just to save her marriage. So she has to downplay literally everything, which I just don't understand. You're already caught, so you might as well just be like honest about the whole situation, because you're lying. Like you lied to your wife for almost a year about talking to me. You lied to me for almost a year about being in a full-fledged marriage that I thought was open. And then by the fucking time you told me that you're in a real life marriage, I was too fucked up to say bye. Like, it's wrong. Like, I hate more than anything blaming my BPD. But if anyone knows a damn thing about it, one thing, especially for me, is that I get a favorite person. I don't know the clinical term for this. I should seek therapy. I understand. Erica was that for me. Like, she became that for me. So anything she would do, even if it would like hurt me beyond measure, somehow, some way, I would make it okay. And I would stand by her. I literally hate that about myself, but that's just like who I am. June 9th, her uncle dies, and she immediately tells me. I'm like, oh my God, babe, like, I'm so sorry. I'm here for you. I love you. Like, I wish I could give you a hug. If you need anything, like, you know that I'm here. I'm like one message away, one call away. Obviously, I wanted to be there for her, because when Erica's like hurting or she's mad or something bad happens, like, the way that she is, she's just very amplified. She is very much one of them types of people. So I was worried for her mental health. So obviously, as a girlfriend, I was like, I'm there for you. So she responded like she usually does. And then all of a sudden, she just like disappears, like off of the face of the planet. That was hard for me because I didn't understand it. I know that she was going through heartbreak and mourning and grieving. Like, that's really sad. Like, her uncle died, and I'm not going to go into details like how that happened, but like, it's like also the way it happened is just like devastating. For days, she just wouldn't talk to me. And that wasn't the norm. That wasn't part of our pattern. And as someone with BPD, like, it mentally was messing with me. And I would message her a few times a day, and I would tell her, like, why aren't you talking to me? Like, I see you're still going to the gym and you're still posting to your Instagram and you're still doing all these things, but you've completely taken me out of your life after being a part of my life for almost a year now. I couldn't understand it, and I wanted to so badly. She would give me these little tiny breadcrumbs of like, I miss you. I love you. You know, she would do that. Of course, it was like a few days of that. And then we finally, I think she went to the bar, and I don't know like what made her finally like actually talk to me, but we finally had the discussion, and she was saying how like she doesn't know if she wants to be with me, but she wants me to make that choice. Because I remember asking her like, are we going to break up? And she was like, I want you to make that choice. And I was just like, I didn't understand that. It felt like a mature conversation, to be honest, because she was like, I feel like I can't give you what you need right now. I can't give you what you deserve right now. And I said, you need to do what is best for you. And if breaking up and just being friends is that, then that's what we're going to do. And that's what I said to her. And I literally have those messages. Like, I have those screenshots. Like, I do. Her saying how like after we broke up, how I kept messaging her and I was having a BPD freak out. That's a lie. That's an actual lie. I will admit to my BPD freakouts 1,000,000,000%. They happened while being in a relationship with her, because my gut and intuition was constantly on fire, constantly saying like, Erica is lying to you. I can admit when I have like a BPD like freakout moment, and that it happened while I was in a relationship with her multiple times, because it's like she was lying to me. And it's like I knew it, but then I also kept questioning myself, where I'm like, am I just crazy? Like, it was just like this constant like vicious like thing in my brain and my gut and like in my heart, and it was just a lot. So after we broke up, like that's when she started talking to me again. We were just like talking as friends. Yes, there was a little tiny flirting happening, and that came from the both of us. And on top of that, when she said how I wouldn't leave her alone and all this stuff, she was literally planning on calling me that Monday. It was Sunday when her wife called me for the very first time, but it was that she was literally going to call me on Monday. It's not adding up for me. Like, if you didn't want to talk to me anymore, if like, especially like after we broke up, you saying, I will always love you, you know that. And then like continuing a friendship with me and like continuing a correspondence with me and like planning on calling me. Like, if you didn't want me to talk to you anymore, like the breakup happened, the hard part was done. You could have just kept going. You could have been like, we can't be friends. You could have blocked me. You could have done anything. But it's like you sitting here saying how you needed your wife, like you saying that you needed your wife to interfere so you and I could stop talking. Listen to yourself for 2 seconds. That's either a lie, because like you're really trying to save your marriage, or B, it's like, were you that hung up on me that like you literally couldn't just be like, Amberlynn, we can't do the friendship thing? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, still to this day, like, I don't understand it. It was Sunday. I don't know, I don't remember what day, but it was sometime in June 22nd or something. Brittany called me and she was super sweet, saying how her and I are both a victim of this, both a victim of Erica, how I'm not the first person that Erica has done this with. I won't be the last. She even said that in the second phone call. By the way, I saw that the second phone call was recorded without my knowledge and posted online. It is what it is. But I also saw that it was edited, so it's not all fully there. I don't remember exactly what was edited out because I was actually watching fireworks with my mom during that phone call. So that was awkward. But I stood there on the bridge with my mom watching fireworks on that phone call because I told Brittany, if you ever have any more questions or you need to talk to me about the situation, I will be here. I felt.
Hello?
So who reached out to who?
Huh?
So who reached out to who?
What do you mean?
Did you reach out to Erica or did she reach out to you?
When?
What do you mean when?
Like for the very first time?
The last time you spoke to her?
The last time I messaged her was just letting her know that like you called and then pretty much just like the final goodbye type thing.
Why would you reach out to her again?
It was just like the final goodbye.
There's no
I just felt like
there's no final goodbye. Like what does that even mean?
I just felt like I needed to, but we don't talk anymore. We haven't talked since the phone call,
So even after I told you not to contact her again, you still did. Why?
Because it was like I wanted closure, and then not only that, but like she contacted me, I would say, I don't know, less than a week ago, like upset about some TikTok I posted, and I never responded.
So you mean to tell me you're not posting anything about her online?
No one knows her name, nothing about her. Nope, that is something that I told her I would never do.
I don't understand. Like no means no.
Huh?
No means no. Like no means no.
Yeah, that's correct. That is why I do not speak to her any longer.
I just don't understand, like, you have an entire relationship with somebody you don't know, that you know is married. Like, what do you think is gonna come out of that? Like, that's the part I don't understand. To keep reaching out, like, I don't get it.
I didn't keep reaching out. I reached out the one time as a way of, like, a weird closure thing because she did become, like, a really good friend of mine as well on top of everything else. I was losing that, and that kind of, like, was rough.
So what did you say to her for your closure that you needed? I'm really curious.
Well, I haven't gotten like a full closure thing. I kind of just realized it's not gonna happen. But
like, how long did it take you to realize that it's not gonna happen?
It took me a long time. Actually, I'm being honest. Yeah.
The part that's got me up is that A, you knew about me. B, you were looking me up on Instagram. That shit is fucking creepy.
Right. I thought that you guys were married for financial reasons, so...
Is that what she said?
Yeah. That is what she originally said, yes. And that you guys weren't in love anymore, and you guys... I mean, it's like... I don't really know.
So, I kind of skimmed through the text.
Yeah, I understand that. I would have done the same thing.
Like, do you know how demented it is to tell somebody that's married not to have sex with their spouse? Like, do you know how crazy that sounds?
Like I said, I thought you guys were just married for financial reasons.
You really need help. Like, you really need help.
Probably.
So, I expect not to see any more videos.
Correct.
No more, nothing. Not a word, not a peep.
And I absolutely respect that.
I thought you respected that the other day when I told you, do not call, do not reach out. None of that.
I did that one time, and I want you to know, like, I had, like, there was an open line of communication that I did not take on YouTube. Because I was respecting you, and I was respecting myself and the people in my life. So that's why I literally did not reply to her message. Like, I don't know what she's telling you versus me. Erica is obviously a known cheater and liar. I finally have my rose-tinted glasses completely off. Like, she's crazy, and she knows it, and I'm sure you do too. I got roped into Like, I just want the best for the both of you, and I hope that you guys find that with each other. Like, I don't really know what else to do or say anymore at this point. Like, I apologize. I was very sorry. I don't really know what else to do from this point forward.
A known cheater and liar. Did she tell you about that?
Yes, she did.
All right.
But yet I was supposed to be different. You know how it goes. So I mean, I have answered your questions to the best of my ability.
I would really.
Like, I feel like she played me. What?
Yeah, she played you hard, like a fiddle.
Yeah. And it's crazy to me.
That's why I
Like,
said.
she sacrificed the possible future with you. Why? Like, what's the point? Like, you obviously seem like you have your head on your shoulders.
She told so much shit about you.
Like, you know, I seen the shit you said about me too, right?
What do you mean?
Like, you know, I know all that.
Like what?
Just know that I know everything you said.
So, you know, like the jealousy side of me, obviously, when I'm in a relationship, thinking that she's going to come live with me and that she's in love with me, yeah, of course, I probably did say some things because I was in a delusional state. 100,000% I could admit that. Like, she had me in a full grant, and I'm absolutely over it.
So, if you knew that she was a cheater, why still talk to her?
Because she said, I'm different. You're so different, Amberlynn. You're so different, baby. I love you. And I love the way you make me feel. You actually make me happy. And you're sexy. That's what I believe. Take a step back and look at it from a different angle.
Oh, I'm
like,
100% aware I'm a victim. I'm 100% aware I'm a victim. Like, I know that.
Yeah.
Had you reached out to me and be like, hey, your wife is hitting me up, you know, I probably could have saved you quite a bit of time there.
Yeah, you probably could have. I just, you know, I thought it was for financial stuff, and we were just friends for the longest. I don't know if, like, she was just faking it the whole time because she needed someone. I don't really know. I don't understand.
This is gonna be another YouTube video for her. Thank you.
I don't either, because I'm pretty successful. I'm pretty smart. I'm not bad looking.
Oh.
Like,
I mean, that's one thing that Erica definitely did say about you. You're very smart, all that good stuff. So I believe it.
okay.
So,
It makes you wonder why she go looking somewhere else, don't it?
I mean, yeah, honestly, some people just can't stay with one person. I don't know why. Like, I am beyond disgustingly loyal. Like, I stopped talking to several of my friends for her because she didn't even want me talking to them. But yet she had a full wife. Like, that she had an actual marriage with. Like, that's...
I just don't understand, like, you talk about double lives and shit, but you knew about it the whole time. Wouldn't that be you living a double life as well?
Well, I didn't find out until a long time after her and I were talking that you would actually consider it cheating, because for a long time she told me that you had a whole different relationship you were in and that you were living there. Like, Erica said a lot of lies. Like, she can go and delete the messages because I'm not a screenshot taker, but it's all there. I haven't deleted a single thing on my end. And then it was literally just a couple months ago where we had this whole like talk where I was like, I'm gonna get to ask you whatever question because I felt in my gut something was wrong. And something was off, something just seemed weird, like she was lying to me. So I said, we're gonna have a discussion where you're gonna answer every single question that I have and you're gonna answer it honestly.
I felt bad. I felt horrible. There were multiple times where I would even write in my journal in private that I feel like such a fucking shitty person for doing this. Like, I thought about Brittany countless times. Genuine with her. I gave a lot of my time to her. I regrettably told her a lot about my past. I told her a lot about just me as a person, about past relationships. It's a big regret because now she is using my pain and my story and just who I am as a person as bait, as a way to help her marriage. I don't know if this is some sort of like kink that they have, because I know, I don't kink shame, but I know they have their own little situation type deal going on that is wild to me. But I'm tired of people thinking they're allowed to analyze your life. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a lot. Like, I understand like a little bit of it. I understand a little bit of gossip here and there. Like, I'm in full support of that because that's just like how the world goes around. But like, there's a difference between that versus like harassment, lies, rumors. Like, ruining people's lives is like not okay. Did you text her off of another number like she said you did? Yes, I did. I downloaded a texting app. It was like this weird closure thing for me. I don't fucking know. Like, I was just in this like weird headspace, and I regret a lot. Like, yeah. Yes, she blocked me after her wife found out about me, which was after we broke up, which is so ironic that for a year she was able to hide not only the truth from me, but the truth from her wife. But yeah, everyone's mad at me. Okay. Thank you so much, Kara the Bear. Apologize to Brittany. I apologized to her on the phone repeatedly, and she is a victim of this, and I am sorry from the bottom of my heart. But what I say is not going to mean anything. It's not going to mean anything. Like, this has gone like too far, and my apology means nothing to her. Like, she's a hurt woman who just continuously gets hurt, and I helped in that. And I feel like shit. So cancel me all you want. Like, I really just don't care at this point. No, I don't have control over my BPD fully. I don't. But I've improved so much, and I'm not going to like take away from that. Like, I really, really have, in ways that I'm like grateful. Like, I'm grateful for like myself that I was able to like do that and find coping mechanisms, but I'm not going to be perfect. Did Britt apologize for trolling you? No. I feel really fucking sad hearing that. But I don't need an apology from anybody. I don't. Genuinely, I don't. I got myself in this situation. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm not high right now. No, I'm not. It was fucked up when you said Erica's name when you promised not to. Yeah. How do I word this? I chose, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah. But as much as how hectic this is, I wouldn't take it back. I wouldn't take it back because Valentine was real and everyone thought Valentine was fake. I have said multiple times that there is a life outside of YouTube. There is a person outside of YouTube that people don't know. I have a whole different life, and I know that's like crazy to some people, but it's just like how it is. And I would share small bits about Valentine, and people would just be like, that's fake, that's not real. Like, it very much like was and is. Like, I don't know.
We probably don't have to address that one.
So I just want to say one thing about Tommy, and this is where it literally ends, because you guys have like, when I say you guys, obviously I don't mean everybody, but like, I hate YouTube right now. I hate YouTube right now. I was fully in love with this person. Like, haven't been happier. But the timeline that y'all have made up is not real. Tommy first messaged me on June 18th. Me and Erica broke up 3 days before that. So that's that. And that is all I will say. Cheaters choose to cheat. Homewreckers can't do it alone. This girl was sending gifts and texting from her marital bed. Might I also add, a lot of people were saying that Erica only sent me the Lego because I sent her beats. No. Erica sent me the Lego. So she sent me Lego. This is for Valentine's Day. She sent me a Lego, a box of assorted chocolates, and a gold plated like rose. Like, it was actually really sweet. And she sent me those things on, I don't know, it was a few days before Valentine's Day. I didn't send her beats until March 21st. So it was 5 or 6 weeks after she sent me those things. I never sent her a damn thing, but she sent me that. She also sent me like other random cute little things. She sent me the moon thing. She sent me this like cute little Pikachu crocheting thing. Like, she was very much like girlfriendy with me. Like, we had an emotional relationship. We had a sexual relationship. Like, we had all of it. And I sent her one thing, and it was Beats headphones. And the only reason why I did that is because she would go to the gym every single day. It was something she was super dedicated to. And she would constantly say how like, my headphones aren't that great, blah, 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 blah. So they're like $90. I bought her these $90 like little earbuds, Beats. I did that because she needed them. I never sent her money. I never sent her anything. Erica even wanted to buy me another Lego. Like, the minute I told her that Lego was coming out with a Twilight Lego, she was like, let me get it for you. And I was like, I'm not sure when it's coming out. It's not out yet. She was very much like that way with me. So it had nothing to do with me because like, I didn't really give her anything. Does that make me bad? I don't know. But yeah, I I know where I did wrong in this storyline 100%, and I take full accountability. Yeah, you can't say you won't do revenge and talk about it in details. It's the same thing. Is it Alexis? Help.
What?
Did I fuck up?
I don't think so.
Is describing a sexual situation the same as me like physically showing it?
Girl, I don't know. Ask Chat AI like you always do.
Shia, don't tell people about my Chat AI obsession.
Amberlynn consults Chat AI for every single question that sluts her mind every single day.
I do. Oh, you guys want to see the scale thing? Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is the video. I had this filmed, I don't know, I did this like a week ago. I don't know, my timelines are all messed up. And it's already edited. I had it ready, actually scheduled to go up and everything. But then this whole Erica thing happened. But here it is. That was when I was on semaglutide. So today, here's the weigh-in. All right, I'm gonna turn on the scale.
Hello, it's ready.
I'm stepping on.
467.8 pounds.
Oh my god. 467.8. So that means I'm actually down weight, and I had a feeling I was going to be, because like I said, so I was 467.8 last time I weighed myself. So that was really happy. That made me really happy. You're going to have to consider compiling evidence like phone logs and stuff, because they are determined to pretend this is all on you, not them. I don't care enough. I don't care enough to do all that. They can say what they want, and I'll be here to like confirm or deny, because I'm here to literally admit my wrongdoings. Like I think what's going to be wrong is if they bring other people in the situation. That's when I know that like not only are they bad people, liars, trolls, cheaters, but like they're just doing this to be dirty. Because it's like, if you bring in any of the people in my life, or bring in anyone I've talked about from my past, like you're just being gross. This isn't about me anymore. This is about something a little deeper. And like that's wrong, because I'm not gonna, like, I know things about them. I know things about both of them, especially Erica. Are you joking? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like reveal all their like dark secrets and stuff. Like, that's not what this is about. This is about a homewrecker. This is about a cheater. This is about people trolling. Like, that's what this is about. This isn't about anything other than that, you know? So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I feel like more things are obviously gonna like come to light, obviously. Things that probably have absolutely nothing to do with mine and Erica's relationship. And I think that's the part that's not, it's just gonna be unfair. It's not gonna be right. It's not gonna be okay. Because I told her things in confidence. Money is low. No, it's not. I'm also team ALR on this one. What adult pretends they don't love their wife so they can troll someone? I don't know. And it's like, I sit back and it's like, I don't even know what to believe, because what Erica is telling you guys, like, she's downplaying our relationship and like what we had and what we like shared together. So it's like, is everything else like being downplayed or whatever? Like the fact that like they trolled me in the beginning, like, is that even real? And if it is, like, that is fucked up, like truly fucked up. Like, that part I didn't know, and I just found out, and it feels like I was just like stabbed in the heart. All of that, like being a lie, like based off of a lie, like multiple lies. Like, it's just, how did Erica keep up lying to me and her wife every single day, over and over and over and over? Like, what kind of a person are you to do that? Especially two people who loved you. Like, your wife loves you enough to continuously like forgive your cheating, and you're just going to do it again. And I loved you enough for you to treat me like trash and say very scary things to me, and I still stayed. And it's just like, you just continuously hurt people who love you. Like, why? I'm not the only one who needs therapy. Like, for real, for real. I think we all do. Are you going to continue online dating? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I just, I don't know. I think I just need to stay single. What do I want to do with my life still? I don't know. I don't know. I just want to be happy. And like, I'm afraid that like saying on YouTube, I'm not going to be able to be that. And that's what scares me. And I know a lot of people think I'm incapable of having a job, and people assume I'm this person with like no qualities about them. I'm not incapable. I'm not like the best person in the world, but I'm not incapable. And I will prove myself. One day I will. But yeah. Would you consider taking time off of YouTube? Yeah, I would. And thankfully I've saved money to do that. It's just like a scary like thought to do that, because YouTube has been in my life for 11 years. So it's like, whoa, you know?
Message for Erica. You don't scare me. And I know you told me that I needed to be careful and that you know more about me than I think you do. Well, vice versa. And yes, I've had a couple of girlfriends over the last year. That's fine for me. I don't have a wife. And regardless if you and Amberlynn had a relationship or not, you've cheated on your wife before, and you're gonna do it again, because that's the kind of person that you are. So if you wanna play this game, Erica, I'm more than happy to play with you. And quite frankly, I believe this is probably coming out now because you probably can't pay rent again, because you're a job hopper and you are unstable and your wife doesn't work and you have a steroid problem. And not only do you have to support your and your wife's needs, but also your other girlfriend's needs.